everybody, it's Amber from Amber Noel Stitches. How are you today? It's November, holy cow, 18th. Thanksgiving's next week. I don't know how that happened. Are you ready? I'm not ready. Are you ready? I'm not ready. Can we rewind a little bit and go back to September so I can take a breath? Maybe, but it doesn't work that way. Because we're in November 18th. I gotta take a drink. It's Coke Zero. Okay. I went back to work last week after my mother's passing at the beginning of November. So my added to my collection has grown, and I had no business adding to my collection, but what did I do? I bought stuff. So let's just jump into it. Okay, so, Primrose Cottage does it to me every time. I'm in love with Nativity Quaker. I want to see, have you done it? I want to see it like in a frame. Has anybody like framed it instead of made it into a pillow? Because sometimes I feel like in the pillows, you lose all of the aspects of the corners. But maybe it's just me. It's not going to get done for this Christmas, but I have it in my collection for when I want to do it because I'm in love with it. And then I love their Subway art ones. I have, oh, that's a groan. Did you hear the groan? I have this one that I adore. I love this one. Patriotic something something. It's 4 years old. It's been around a while. So I have that one done. I don't know what I have kitted, but I'm in love with Hark the Herald. That has to be done. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it matches, of course. So these two are for sure added to my collection. I'm still debating on Joy to the World, the one in the middle, and I don't know, I think I have to have the wooden manger frame. I think I have to have it, but I didn't, I got to go to work tomorrow, so why not? She does do, Lindsay has designed both of these. They are kitted, or they are charted for color and cotton, but there are DMC conversions. Color and cotton is still gorgeous. It is a 6-hour drive for me from here, and I have no business grabbing Mona and going there, but we'll see. Maybe we'll road trip. I know they can ship, but it's more fun to go in person. Is it not? Of course it is. So here's my Primrose Cottage that I've added to my collection. And then Val. We love Val. Val loves us at the Silver Needle. And so she sends us she stitches all of her own stuff, and she does it, and then she sends us the models. And then I see the models in person, and I can't say no. Now, these are not going to make it for this Thanksgiving, but these are gorgeous. So here's Gobble Till You Wobble, which is amazing. I just think he's the cutest little turkey. And then we have My Oh My, it's, okay, hold on. My Oh My, whoopsie, it's pumpkin time. And you get the pumpkin button that goes in between pumpkin and pie. And then she puts a note in there that says, the fabric used for this design is 28 count antique white Lugana. And so she's so surprised that it looks blue in the pictures, but it's antique Lugana. I can say that because I've seen the models in person. So what did I do? I got 28 count antique white Lugana, and these babies will make it for next Thanksgiving. That's my goal. Will they? I don't know. But I have them, and I don't have a lot of Thanksgiving stuff. I have a couple. I'll show you some of those next week, but I need to that was my justification for buying those. I need more Thanksgiving stitching. That was what I told myself. Okay. How many days is it till Christmas? Not enough. Let's just say that out loud. Not enough. I have 2 ornaments I've got to get done. They may not get done. I'm going to do this Santa for my youngest son, Josh. Since I did Scotland and Hawaii for Craig and Reagan, I'm doing this one for Josh. Don't tell him. He won't watch this video. But I just thought that he's cool with the eagle. And I just think he's cool. He's Pike's Peak, and Josh has been to Pike's Peak, Colorado Springs, but he was in my belly. He was in my belly. And then I'm going to do this ornament, and nobody from the Silver Needle can look at it because it's going to be for our ornament exchange. So if you look really quick, don't rewind. I think it's going to go in a hoop, a little hoop, but I don't know. So I'll just show it real quick. If you're a Silver Needle employee, close your eyes. Am I going to get him done? I have to before our party. So the last thing, and I blame this on Jamie Campa. Hi, Jamie. Love you. She came to Shakespeare's Peddler retreat last month that I went to also. And in the retreat, we did... Oh, sorry. I'm groaning a lot today. We got this, Season's Greetings. Okay, fabulous, gorgeous, beautiful. And then Jamie's like, you know, Teresa did a companion kit through Farm Girl Dry Goods. So what did I do? It's Jamie's fault. I blame Jamie. So I have Peace on Earth, and I have Season's Greetings. Love it. And I got the fabric and all of the overdyes. They're all, no, they're not all dot. They're Classic Weeks and DMC. So if you want this, you have to go to farmgirldrygoods.com. Maybe. I don't know if there's any left, but holy cow, I can't wait. This is not going to make it this year. It's going to be a project. I just keep pushing everything off until next year, because this is nowhere near being done. This is going to be a next year too. So that is what I've added. No, I got one more. Silver Needle does a secret needle night every month. And we try to do it with several months. So like November's kit would have been something you would stitch and put it in your house for January. So like the one that we're kitting right now for December is going to be a Valentine's-ish February kit. So this was the kit that was last month. I think there are a few left on the website. And this is called, whatever it says on there, Cardinal Moon. And Mona did the finishing kit. So I've got the whole shebang. And this will be after Christmas, because I don't have to have it done before Christmas, because it's actually a January, February lovely, lovely thing. And I have the whole shebang. I can chart it. I got the chart, the floss, the fabric, and the whole finishing kit, thanks to Magic by Mona. And that's another thing I added to my collection. Yeah, so holy cow. All right, last week I forgot to show you this. So I'm getting hot up here. Holy cow, I need something to fan. I got nothing to fan. Okay, so if I start sweating, I'm sorry. And I really need to get my roots done. This was Jingle Ball Primrose Cottage. I forgot to show it to you last week. I did this while I was sitting with my mom before she passed, because I could do this in her room with bad lighting and no magnifier. So I know that I was supposed to wait until the class for Jingle Ball, but since I know how to stitch these, and I've stitched a bunch of them, I just went ahead and went with it. So this is the Jingle Ball kit class, Mary Stitchmas, stitched on a charcoal It's So Emma bag. And it uses Weeks Dye Works Pearl Cotton. And then they give you the word, I don't have words today. They give you the letters so that you can monogram, and that is the A, I promise, and that is the N for Noel and H for Helms. So I did mine and I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna sit through the class and I've got my bag already done. So this is my only fully finished object of the week. That's it. I have nothing else finished. So we're gonna move on to works in progress. So I'm still working on Jingle Ball. Are you working on Jingle Ball? Because Jingle Ball is, I don't even know how many days away, but it's not many. So I have my stand-up Santa done. I have found some backing fabric. I probably am going to go to the quilt shop because I don't like what I picked out. And then I'm going to get the rest of my stuff together before Jingle Ball. Perforated poinsettias. I have some felt, so I'm ready to rock and roll with that. It does say that she used a velveteen ribbon. I don't know. I may go to Hobby Lobby and see what I can find that matches color-wise. So I've got those to finish on Jingle Ball Day. Now this, and I should have ironed it, 'cause everything looks prettier ironed. This is my Robin Pickens. Let me show you this first. This is what this is gonna look like when it's all said and done, I'm hoping. These are my pieces that I have stitched. So this one right here, I'm not finished. He's gonna look just, well, shoot fire. This one is gonna look just like this one when it is done. That's the only part I've got left, but I wanted to show it to you anyway. These are all the 12 little pieces that's gonna be on the wreath. My favorite is the pine cones, but look. It's a pine cone, but when you zoom in really close, really close, what does it look like? It looks like a s'more. It's got a graham cracker and a mini marshmallow and some chocolate. I might have been hungry when I stitched this, but it's a pine cone and then it's a whole bunch of s'mores and then it's a pine cone. And so there's that. So I will finish the last leaf thing down there and then I will be ready to rock and roll. No, I don't know. I think I may have to cut those out and do whatever with my felt, or am I doing that at the class? I'm gonna have to read that. But stitching done first is the priority. So I've got my stitching done for that. I got my Aztec red. I've got my Aztec red 36 count for the pairs. So this is, once I finish the Robin Pickens, then I will start stitching on my pairs. Knock on wood, they won't take long. Ha ha. That's only if I stitch it once and not pull anything out. But I got my Aztec red to go with my silk, and then we finally got the juniper in for the stem and the leaves. And then I have some velvet in here for the backing. So I've got to stitch those so that on Jingle Ball I can learn how to make my pairs. And then Ginger, Stacey Nash's Ginger is not gonna get done in time. It's just not. There's no way. There's no way in the world. So that's gonna be a next year thing. And then Satsuma Street. Okay, so the number 6 part came out last week. I'm behind. Are you behind? I'm behind. Life goes on. So we now have the whole chart. So here's what the whole chart looks like. Isn't that adorable? Santa is on top of the roof with Rudolph. Isn't that the cutest thing you've seen? So if you go to satsumastreet.com, I think you can still get the PDF, the downloadable version of this. You just get all 6 parts at once if you do it right now. So this rooftop gave me all heck. I got off count by 1 and I ripped it out and redid it and ripped it out and redid it. I would probably be done with that part if I hadn't had to redo it so many times. But that's as far as I've gotten. So I still have to put the polar bear in there. And then of course I got to put Santa up there. But this will probably get done. I may be stitching this on Christmas Day. Let's be honest, because it is just what it is. That is my motto. It is what it is right now. That's where I'm at. So again, Satsuma Street is fabulous. We are in love with it. It's gorgeous. I say that we because me, myself, and I don't know. I love it. But I've got Jingle Ball to do. Jingle Ball is December 4th, 5th, and 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever it is. Yes. And that comes before Christmas. So therefore, Jingle Ball comes first. But I still have ornaments that have to be done. And then I've got Satsuma. Last week I showed you in last year's Christmas episode. Last year's Just Cross Stitch Christmas issue. I knew I had one of these. Kim Jeffrey had stitched it for me, and here it is. If you have the 2024 Christmas issue, this one is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And thank you, Kim, for finishing it. So adorable. This is a wooden little ornament that she stained and painted from Hobby Lobby. They come in 6 in a pack for like $1.99, and then I think you can get 40% off that. So adorable. So she did the trim and the rope, or the cord, twisted cord. And the twisted cord has some glitter in it because there's little wispies. So maybe I'll have to ask her. I'm assuming it's Rainbow Gallery something. But that's that. And yeah, how are we doing? How are you doing? Okay, so this is quick today. I just got a lot going on in my head. As you can tell, I seem like I'm spastic. I've got 2 things for you. My phone's over there. Oh, bear with me, dear. Okay, so my Sarah calendar today says, whatever happens today, you will make it through. Yeah. I will make it through, you will make it through, we will make it through today. We'll make it through tomorrow. Our success rate of surviving hard days, 100%, just so you know. And then I have something on my phone that really stopped me in my tracks yesterday while I was scrolling through Instagram, wasting time. And I wanted to read it to you because I thought maybe you need to hear this right now also. Stop worrying about what other people think of you and focus on yourself instead. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what makes your soul feel at peace. You are your biggest commitment. Wow. So start loving your flaws, loving your awkwardness, loving your weirdness, loving your intensity, and loving your vulnerability. Life becomes so much more fulfilling when you are simply yourself. The world keeps spinning whether people understand you or not. So why not make this next trip around the sun about you? Let's take a moment, because that one stopped me yesterday. Focus on yourself. I need to print this and put this all over my house so that I listen to it and stop worrying about the world. So I hope that you can do the same. Take a breather. Thanksgiving's next week. It's gonna happen whether you get all of your desserts finished or your baseboard's clean or whatever it is you're gonna do. Thanksgiving's gonna be here next week. And if you're missing a loved one, it's okay to pause, and it's okay to grieve that the table will not be the same. There will be an empty space, and that's okay. It's okay to mourn that, because that meant that somebody was there that you loved. So I hope that you are having a good week, and I hope you're getting lots of stitching time. And I will update you next week on what all I have completed, and hopefully it will be, hopefully I will get the wreath. Well, I will get the wreath thing finished. I'll get this finished tonight. And then hopefully I will be done with my pears by next week. That's my goal. And then I've got to start the ornaments. And I think that's it. So thank you for joining me this week. And I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Happy stitching.